Some platinum trophies feel like the perfect reward, a satisfying culmination of a journey. And then there are others that make you want to throw your controller through the screen, leaving yourself thinking, what am I actually doing with my life? This video is about those soul-crushing moments, so get ready because here are 10 of the most frustrating, rage-inducing trophies that will make you want to quit forever. Before we get into the video, if you do enjoy this content and you want to see more lists like this, drop a like, subscribe, drop a suggestion down below in the comments and it might be the next video. Rayman Legends. If you've played this game, you know how brutal one trophy can be. There is one multiplayer trophy that takes so much time if you want to get the platinum. You have to reach the final level of awesomeness. To do that, you have to play in the multiplayer races, and there are only 2 of them each day. And that's all you can do. And you have to do well enough on them to beat out the other people that are doing it so you can get enough points to level up and reach that highest level. PSN profile says that it will take 90 days in order to do these, just doing the daily challenges, which to me is absolutely crazy. Mortal Kombat, also known as Mortal Kombat 9, my Kung Fu is stronger. It requires you to master every fighter, including Kratos. That means players every character for 24 hours worth of time. Win 100 matches as that character 100%, perform 100 finishes as that character, perform 150 x-rays as that character, spill 10,000 pints of blood as that character, and on top of that, having beaten the challenge tower, which in itself can be quite difficult. Oh, and now the platinum is unobtainable since the servers were closed a few years ago, so if you hadn't unlocked the multiplayer trophies before then, tough luck. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best games ever created in my opinion, but it has one of the most frustrating trophy lists. There are a whole bunch of trophies I could put on this list, such as getting level 100 online, getting 70 gold medals across all the missions. For me, the one I had to give up on for the platinum was Zoologist, and that's for studying every animal across all states in the story mode. There are 162 different animals. What makes it difficult is mainly what would make this difficult in real life. You see birds in the sky and they just look like birds, meaning that you have to essentially stop and look every time you see an animal, just on the off chance it's the one you need. And then there are different breeds of the same animal, so you may have studied one turkey, but there's another turkey out there somewhere that you need to find. After around 15 hours or so searching and getting way less than I thought I would, I essentially gave up. Now, you know this game is going to be on the list somewhere. One of the hardest platinums you can currently obtain, with only 1,347 people obtaining it out of the nearly 200,000 players that have played it and registered it on PSNP, shows that this platinum is not for the faint-hearted. Impossible Boys is one of those trophies in this game, and in order to obtain it, all you have to do is achieve a no-death run on one of the hardest worlds there is in this game. And if you've even tried this game, you will know that there are no easy worlds. If you're going to attempt this, I would get a spare controller on standby, as you're probably gonna need it. Crash Bandicoot is a classic. Fun, but at times difficult platformer that probably introduced all of us to the world of PlayStation. It's such a classic that it got a remaster along with a platinum list. Now, some of these trophies are runs, get all of the boxes that are available in the map. You've got to complete the time trials, and where some of these levels are only, say, a minute or a couple of minutes. And obviously the time trials unlock the relics in which you need to get the platinum. Stormy Ascent, though, has a nearly 10-minute level where you can't miss a thing, you can't drop, you can't do anything. And on top of that, the speed run is to get it in under 3 minutes and 10 seconds, meaning that you've got to compact that down as quickly as you can without dying. I know a lot of people who gave up on this level. It was so bad in the original that the developers took it out because even the developers couldn't complete the level. So you can imagine how hard this trophy can be. City Skylines is a city building Age of Empires roller coaster tycoon style game, top down, and there is a trophy that will have you second guessing wanting to attempt this, and it's a bronze trophy of all things. 1001 Nights is a trophy you get for experiencing 1001 nights in the game, and even if you have the game on full speed, it will have you needing to complete around 150 hours of gameplay to complete it. As the city gets bigger, time slows down a little bit more and the days take a little bit longer, so you could be racking up some serious game time for this trophy. Alien Isolation follows Ripley's daughter 15 years after the Nostromo disappears. where she travels to Sebastopol station to see if she can pick up any information. Unfortunately, the station is overrun with aliens. Now, I did attempt this when this was first released, but I soon realized the platinum was out of reach once I hit this trophy one shot. This trophy has you complete the whole game without dying once. Now, you would think that this trophy would be quite easy, seeing as the game revolves around hiding rather than fighting, but you would be wrong. Even on the easiest difficulty, if the xenomorph sees you and sinks its teeth into you, it's game over and you have mere seconds to try and reload your save before that save is lost and you have to start again. And if that wasn't horrible enough to worry about, you have to worry about the infamous face huggers. If you see those pesky little legs or you hear that movement and you can't see them, it's too late, you're dead, and you're gonna have to start all over again. Not to mention all of the androids that jump out at you and attack you. Safe to say you will need a new change of underwear playing this game, and you may never get the platinum. The next game is probably one of my favorite games of all time, mainly because Day of the Dead is one of my favorite films, and that is Dead Rising. Dead Rising has you using a mall. Dead Rising has you play in a mall using everything around you to survive the zombie infestation, all while uncovering a secret government plot. This game brilliantly has so many ways to take out zombies. I find something new every time I boot this game up. But there is one trophy that will mean I probably never get the platinum for this, and that is the 7-Day Survivor trophy. 7-Day Survivor is essentially what it says. Survive 7 days in the unlimited post-game mode, but it's 7 uninterrupted days with no saves to go back, and it is essentially AFKing for 14 hours, which isn't fun. And the mode is prone to crashing, so AFK babysitting as you keep your health up is the best way to do it. And on top of that, keeping your health up is a job in itself, because the more time that passes, the quicker your health goes down. It's safe to say this is one of the games I probably will never be 100% on. The next game is Wolfenstein II. With the platinum earned by just 1,200 people, this iconic FPS is one of the hardest platinum trophies out there. The reason? The trophy Mein Leben. It's a no-death run. This one is one of the longest and most brutal no-death runs available, having a roughly 4-hour campaign through some of the toughest enemies and battles out there, whilst being able to get killed in just 1 or 2 shots. It's just unreal. And the most frustrating thing about this trophy is, again, it's only a bronze. When it comes to raid-inducing platinums, the #1 in the world will probably have to go to... This roguelike rhythm game is notorious amongst trophy hunters because it's basically impossible to platinum without an unbreakable will to play no other game for hundreds and hundreds of hours. There's a couple of different modes you have to master, but the difficulty mainly is due to a few insane trophies. Firstly, you have to beat the game with each playable character without dying. You then have to get 10 wins in a row with one of the characters. After that, you can now move on to beating the entire game with all 9 characters without dying, which after that allows you to tackle the game with a character named Coda that will instantly end your run if you make one simple mistake, such as taking damage, touching gold, or missing a beat, which is made more difficult by the fact that this game is twice as fast as the previous for this trophy. But then, on top of that, the most single difficult trophy possible in existence is the lowest of the low trophy, which requires you to beat the entire game with all 9 characters in a row without dying again, but with the insane extra requirement of no heals, no upgrades, no spells, and your only starting gear. This is the definition of torture and will literally require, meaning that it only has 33 people that have platinumed this game in the 10 years since it was released. It makes Super Meat Boy look like Minecraft in comparison. But do you have any of these trophies in your list? Are you a god gamer amongst men? Drop down below in the comment under the like button. And if you want to see any of my platinum runs, then just click this video here and we'll catch you next time.